We'll say goodbye to that. It was lovely to meet you all and thank you for coming in. We look forward to your company next time, right here on The Chase.
Tonight, residents told to leave and businesses close, bracing for Cyclone Jasper.
A 12-year-old boy charged with multiple property offences.
Stephen Miles to be the new Premier.
And a family's plea after a devastating crash.
This is 7 News with Rob Brough and Emily Steinhardt.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening.
Thousands of Cairns residents have been warned to leave their homes immediately, with Cyclone Jasper expected to cause a widespread storm surge in the city. The Category 2 system is forecast to make landfall tomorrow. Frank Russo begins our coverage.
Packing, stacking and bracing for impact.
And making sure that we don't lose any of our furniture, any of our equipment.
Businesses along the Cairns Esplanade battened down the hatches today ahead of Jasper's arrival tomorrow.
It's always unpredictable what happens. You know, we might have broken glass, things might be broken in, we might come back and everything's going to be shattered. We don't really know. We're just going to hope for the best.
It's on the bank, so we're packing early today.
The Category 2 storm was still more than 200 kilometres east-northeast of Cairns and is currently forecast across the coast tomorrow morning.
But through the rest of this afternoon and evening, we're going to see widespread heavy rainfall and sustained gale force winds with damaging wind gusts developing.
Now is the time to limit travel on the roads. If you do need to be on the roads, don't enter floodwaters at any time.
Local disaster authorities are keeping a worried eye on a predicted storm surge combined with king tides.
We are expecting anywhere between 0.5 or 0.7 of a metre of water.
Another prepare to leave warning was issued today for properties in the orange zones.
Now that means you need to go to higher ground. There's 2 centres, one at Edmonton, that's at 10 to 20 Walker Road. And the other one is the Redlynch State College.
Up to 35,000 people could be affected by the storm surge.
We don't want you to leave it to the last minute.
Ergon Energy is reminding people to watch out for fallen power lines.
The safest thing for people is to stay indoors, and then once the wind abates and it's safe to do so, then you can come outside.
More help in the form of 70 SES volunteers arrived this morning, and 25 personnel from the Disaster Assistance Response Team landed this afternoon.
They'll be deployed ahead of the cyclone so that the moment the cyclone hits, they can go out and provide service to the community.
We prepare for the worst and we hope for the best.
Frank Russo, 7 News.
The last flight out of the region will take off tonight as Cairns prepares for the arrival of Cyclone Jasper. Businesses across the far north are also closing for the next few days until the storm passes.
Cairns residents and businesses are bracing for the worst. The last flight out of Cairns Airport is at 7:45 tonight.
It's really important to note that the airport will be closed on Wednesday. So do not come to the airport. The terminals will be shut.
The runway will only be open to emergency services like the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
We would advise any travellers to make sure that they contact their individual airlines, and the airlines will work with them because airlines are making individual decisions.
With the Cairns airport closing and no flights until Thursday morning, other operations are also shutting their doors, including supermarkets.
Cairns Central won't be open tomorrow, including Coles and Woolworths. Bin collections are suspended for Wednesday for both Cairns Regional Council and the Cassowary Coast, with the possibility of being extended to Thursday. Cairns Esplanade Lagoon will also be closed.
You'll find most of the sporting facilities and all of those organisations are closing now.
The Daintree River Ferry suspended its service from 2 p.m. today. Depending on how much debris ends up in the water, it's not known when it'll be back up and running. Cairns bus services are also down until further notice, while the Douglas Christmas Street Party on Friday has been cancelled.
It's a completely new experience for me. I just hope that there's no major damage or injuries to people, that's all.
Christina Puljack, 7 News.
A 12-year-old Manoora boy has been charged with more than 12 offences, including possession of suspected stolen property and possession of drugs. Police say they found him at a Moody Street address around 6 o'clock last night with stolen car keys, tools and drugs. He's been remanded in custody and will appear in Cairns Children's Court at a later date.
Stephen Miles is set to become our next Premier following a late-night deal that saw Treasurer Cameron Dick step up as his deputy and Shannon Fentiman concede defeat. Regional Queensland mayors have thrown their support behind the New Look leadership team.
Rising to the top, Stephen Miles assuming his new position as Queensland's Premier in waiting, with a personal friend and colleague at his side.
Yesterday, I asked Cameron Dick to join me as my deputy.
I'm honoured to be asked by Stephen to serve as his deputy.
The deal was struck overnight. Miles remained tight-lipped on how unions played a part. The two-horse race was over as soon as it started. Shannon Fentiman this morning bowed out. It is clear that the majority of Labor members will support Stephen Miles.
Shannon will continue to serve and be a very senior member of our team.
Spurling, having already announced his retirement, said he doesn't expect a position in a renewed cabinet. Any further changes will have to wait until after the caucus meeting on Friday.
There will be changes to the cabinet, but we're not getting ahead of ourselves.
I will be happy to take on whatever role the Premier and Deputy Premier decide for me.
The new leadership team's first announcement, a freeze on car registration fees from July 1. Regional mayors are hopeful they'll be top of mind next.
I'll be certainly happy to meet with him and ensure he fully understands what the people of the Sunshine Coast need.
We've got some significant issues here that need to be dealt with, and I think Stephen will do just that.
The opposition not so convinced.
It's the same clowns in the same circus with the same crisis and the same chaos. The only difference is the class clown is now running the show.
Jade Richards, 7 News.
New university research has found some surprise health benefits linked to a wonder weight loss drug. Ozempic could provide protection for the heart and kidneys of people with type 2 diabetes. Jade Vincent has more.
Melbourne researchers have discovered diabetes drugs like Ozempic and Trulicity, typically used to lower blood sugar levels and promote weight loss, have added superpowers and could prevent patients from suffering some of the most life-threatening complications of the disease.
Particularly, we noticed that there was a reduction in heart disease and also a reduction in the leaking of protein, which is a feature of kidney disease.
Kidney disease occurs in up to 40% of people with diabetes. During this decade-long study, the team at Monash University uncovered how these drugs reduce inflammation in the body, revealing they could extend their use beyond diabetes and obesity, but they have the potential to treat other forms of kidney disease, while also aiding the prevention of cardiovascular events.
It means that if they're using these GLP-1 receptor analogues, they might find that this is protective for the kidney and the heart long term.
Now that scientists have identified that these drugs reduce inflammation in the kidneys and the blood, they need to determine exactly how and why this happens so they can create new and more powerful drugs.
Thank you, Jade. An early Christmas trip has turned into a nightmare for a Mariba family following a serious car crash. Dad of 4, Matt Jones, remains in a coma in hospital, with his family relying on community generosity to be by his side.
It was meant to be a holiday to remember, but now all the Jones family wants to do is forget.
We started saving because we've never gone on a family holiday. And we thought it'd be nice to take the boys down to the Gold Coast and do the theme parks, and something they've never done.
Nicole was asleep in the back of the car when she awoke to her son's screams.
And the car went over an embankment up in the air. We rolled maybe a dozen times and then hit a tree.
Nicole's 14-year-old son took charge, turning off the engine after he realised his father had broken his back. Matt Jones is now in an induced coma and may never walk again.
We're just here waiting for him to wake up. We can't leave him.
The family has been relying on the generosity of strangers to stay in Rockhampton for the last 2 weeks. But the family needs more donations from the community to be there when Dad wakes up.
Anyone that knows Matt knows how much he loves his family. So for him to wake up and us not be here would just be horrible.
Those who want to donate can do so via GoFundMe.
He's the perfect father. He's a perfect partner, and he's, you know, we're no good without him.
Sophie McManus, 7 News.
Well, ahead tonight, the Biodiversity Council's call to tone down the lights to save wildlife.
And motoring history up for grabs in a silent auction.
happens when two of the Bash's scariest speed demons collide. It's a brilliant ball! Don't blink. This is a shootout of epic proportions. Sends him packing. Sydney versus Brisbane in the Big Bash. Tonight on 7.
Yes, things have never been so sweet. It's why we're getting under your feet.
Montane PowerGuard Multi kills crawling and flying insects in seconds and protects on surfaces for up to 1 week.
More smart, more safe, more team.
Is your pool looking like this? Do you want it to look like this? Extreme First Impressions will bring your pool back to its sparkling glory. Call today and get back into your pool. Extreme First Impressions, the specialist in pool renovation.
Come down to 40 Winks this week and check out this awesome offer.
Get mattresses from $4.99 and bedroom furniture from $3.49. Discover our Sleep Savers range today. Exclusions and T's and C's apply. Go to better sleep at 40 Winks.
Imagine a home loan worth waiting for. A reward for saving for that perfect place. With a Queensland Country Bank home loan, there is a great rate to celebrate the wait. Queensland Country Bank. Imagine more.
Get the deliciousness of creme brulee, but make it iced at McCafe, with a hint of caramelised sugar and smooth custard flavours, topped with crunchy toffee crumb. Try the deluxe creme brulee iced coffee before it's gone.
Dixon Home's sensational summer sale is on now. Add incredible value to your new home with our exclusive solar upgrade. You'll save thousands on your energy with our free upgrade to 9.9 kilowatt solar panels. Hurry, the sensational summer sale ends soon. Visit Dixon Homes on Mulgrave Road today.
Experience Scandinavian comfort at VIP Furniture's IMG sale. Redefine your style with the comfort, quality and innovative designs from IMG. Sale finishes soon at VIP Furniture, Smithfield and DFO.
Take a look inside our world at St Andrew's Catholic College Cairns, supporting your child's whole educational journey from prep to year 12. Discover why your child will thrive at St Andrews. Visit our website to book a tour and enrol now. Journey together at St Andrews.
These green thumbs catch the crooks red-handed.
Is it broken? No. Then you can stay there till the police arrive.
Rosemary and Thyme, tonight 7:30.
Nice having it with us on 7 News. Climate activists have staged a fiery protest, calling on the federal government to do more to prevent a climate change. Dozens of locals rallied at the Cairns Esplanade, dressed in red, orange and yellow outfits yesterday morning. They say the Albanese government is still approving fossil fuel projects, and nature and people are suffering.
Scientists are asking us to consider our non-human neighbours and try toning down outdoor lights, including Christmas decorations. The Biodiversity Council is worried about light pollution and native animals and is offering some ideas to ease their stress.
We look forward to the dazzling light displays during the festive season, but it's the most stressful time of the year for the local wildlife.
Light clutter is distracting and confusing for wildlife.
The Biodiversity Council is urging us to think twice about those extra bright decorations at Christmas and to reduce light pollution year-round.
Having lights on can make that habitat much less suitable and will mean that animals don't come into our yards because the light makes them feel really exposed to predators and makes them feel stressed.
A street full of flashing lights leaves few dark refuges for animals.
So the colour of the lights is actually important too. Bright white and blue and green lights, because of the blue, are more problematic for animals than amber and red.
But there are hacks for those who insist on making Christmas merry and bright.
One of the ways we can do that at Christmas is instead of covering our whole garden and house with lights, we can use daytime decorations, like this fabulous bow on one of my neighbour's trees.
Georgia Backledge, 7 News.
A collection of classic Holden signs has fetched thousands of dollars in a silent auction at a car dealership. The vintage signs were removed from the store in September after the iconic brand announced its closure in 2020.
These familiar signs were removed, marking the end of a chapter for Holden fans.
We just recently upgraded our dealer fascias, and certainly with the end of the Holden brand, a lot of enthusiasts were inquiring what we were going to do with the signs. You're never going to see them again.
Lawrence's Motors in Rockhampton put out a call to enthusiasts to place their best bets on a piece of history.
So we decided the fairest thing was to sort of hold a bit of an auction and let people basically bid to see how much they wanted the signs.
There was one catch to buying one of the signs reaching 6 metres high and 4 metres wide.
You certainly need a big shed. There was people measuring up to see whether things were going to fit in their shed before they placed their bids.
11 pieces were sold through the silent auction, which closed yesterday, with one new owner forking out thousands.
Most of them were certainly in the thousands, but I said probably the highest one was one of the Holden Lions that went for a few $1,000s.
Holden's closure after 70 years in Australia has made memorabilia just that little bit sweeter.
Holden's not built anymore, so it's going to be part of history. You'll be great for any man's cave. Like, yeah, I've put a bid in.
Freya Jetson, 7 News.
Some incredible collectibles on offer there.
Slice of history up for grabs.
Very cool. They can be valuable, can't they? Now, let's get into the sport. Our Cowboys' newest recruit has won big gold, eh?
Certainly does, Brough. The former Super League sensation is on the hunt for a permanent position in the Cowboys' top 30. We'll have more next. And business as usual at the Taipans as the NBL continues to monitor Tropical Cyclone Jasper ahead of Friday night's home game.
Tougher, bigger, hold your breath, switch it on. See all episodes uncensored.
I was found not guilty.
He's trying to put a one over my face! Every season of SAS Australia, streaming for free on 7plus.
Stream free. Beat the heat this summer at Harvey Norman with great deals on air conditioning. Cool down the bedroom or home office with this Rinnai inverter split system air conditioner. Only $779. This Mitsubishi electric inverter split system offers long airflow for medium-sized rooms. Hot price, just $1299. This Fujitsu reverse cycle inverter split system, perfect for open plan living areas, only $2199. Ask our experts in store about installation and beat the heat. More great deals on air conditioning now at Harvey Norman.
However you want to live, turn to Toomey Schreiber Property Group. We understand it's not about real estate, it's about people. That's what makes us different. Toomey Schreiber Property Group, your elite agents.
Centrum for Men or Women contains vitamins to help fill nutritional gaps. Now half price at Chemist Warehouse. They're formulated for the different nutritional needs of men and women. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
Get into Anaconda this Christmas and save on a huge range of camping gear. Igloo 49-litre icebox, only $69.99. Plus, save $130 on Spinifex Standard 2 3x3 metre gazebo. Play more and pay less this Christmas with our 10% price beat guarantee. Anaconda!
Dine in style at Harvey Norman. Create a contemporary look with clean lines and luxe marble. Glamorous glass dining suites with matching pieces. Sleek and stunning styles with mix and match dining chair options. Striking timber collections with size and style options available. And Australian-made dining tables. Choose your size and stain. And add the perfect chair to complement your style. With so many size and style options, you're sure to find the perfect dining solution for your home. Harvey Norman, your dining specialists.
Go! Need a venue for your next function? From 50 to 1,000 people, we have the space and room for you. Corporate events, weddings, trade shows, we cater for it all. Book today, cairnsjockeyclub.com.au.
Robert looks over at his brother and says, "I'm proud of what I've done. This guy is pure evil."
This whole thing is a mystery.
We didn't understand.
Nobody was prepared for what happened next.
It's just unfathomable to me, the depths of human depravity.
Siblings who kill. There's a special place in hell for both of them.
Killer Siblings. Wednesday, 8:30 on 7 Bravo and 7plus.
Stream 7 News anywhere, anytime, live and on demand on 7plus. And with 7news.com.au, you'll know the news now.
And welcome back. Well, despite the threat of Tropical Cyclone Jasper, the Cairns Taipans are preparing as normal for Friday night's matchup with the New Zealand Breakers at the Snake Pit. Patrick Miller's son was courtside at practice today while Sam Menenga celebrated a special milestone.
Pat Jr. stole the limelight at practice this morning, looking like shades of his dad, who's having an all-NBL calibre season so far. The young son of a gun is still a few years off suiting up for the Snakes, while Sam Menenga celebrated his 22nd birthday.
It's crazy trying to celebrate your birthday with a typhoon come. I've never been through one, so I'm just chilling.
Friday night's matchup in Cairns against New Zealand remains in limbo, but it's business as usual for the Snakes. The league is keeping a close eye on tropical cyclone Jasper and whether it hampers the Breakers' ability to travel to the far north.
You get a unique experience coming up to Cairns with the rainforest and the wildlife, and now a tropical cyclone just adds to the experience. Hopefully, like, crocodile doesn't wash up in their backyard.
Some guys are getting their gas, whatever they're called, the gas cookers, getting some water.
The Breakers will fly to Brisbane tomorrow and will be placed on standby with a plan to arrive in Cairns later this week when it's safe to do so.
Since I've been with the Cairns Taipans, I think I have a huge losing record against them. So it's going to be an important game.
But that could change in a developing situation.
We sit up and ready to play, and they'll be the same. You know, they're a mentally tough team, you know, and they probably got the toughest travel schedule out of everybody in the league.
Lachlan Anderson sat out practice again as he battles a back injury, but it's hoped a cortisone shot could inject himself back into the lineup for round 11. Jonathan Simon, 7 News.
And Kansas' Kayla George will be out to secure her ticket to next year's Olympics after being named in the Australian Opal's extended squad for February's qualifiers. 12 players will be selected for Paris from an extended squad of 20 that includes George, who'll play Germany and Serbia from February 8 to 11. Meanwhile, George and fellow Cairns product Shanice Swain are in Perth as their Sydney Flames prepare to take on the Perth Lynx for round 7 action in the WNBL. North Queensland's newest recruit, Thomas Mika Ali, has brought 2 seasons of Super League experience to his first week of pre-season. The middle forward found his enjoyment of the game again while playing overseas and is hungrier than ever to earn a Cowboys call-up.
A move back to the NRL could have been written in the stars for Tom Mika Ali. Jake Clifford went from being an opponent to a teammate.
It's funny enough, we had a conversation over there after I played early in the year, and it was just, you know, how things going over there. Yes, we were saying, like, you know, hopefully we'll see you back there, and next thing you know, a couple of months later, we're at the same club.
His appearance in North Queensland was a bit of a surprise last week. The club announced his signing the same day he started training.
When I was waiting around, I thought I was going to head back to the Super League and head back to Warrington, but it fell through, and then the opportunity to come up here, and me and my family wanted to stay in Queensland, being Queenslanders ourselves.
But that time overseas could have just saved his career. He says his 25 games for the Warrington Wolves reinvigorated his love of the game after making his NRL debut for the Tigers back in 2019.
Sounds pretty cliche, but I think in my first few years playing, getting a lot of games on my belt when I was young, I sort of got in the mindset of, yeah, I'm playing first grade, and then I slowly didn't enjoy it.
While it's just a development contract for now, he's got big plans.
I signed that development with the intent of heading into the top 30 as soon as possible, so that's my goal, my short-term goal, and that's what I'm striving towards.
Emma Halliday, 7 News.
Of course, wherever you are in the far north tonight, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Nath.
Well, stick with us after the break. Rosanna will have all the weather details.
How do you get from pub to working heroes? Good boy! The brand new series, Puppy School, tonight.
To crack a great British mystery,
I do need the truth.
Takes a great detective.
My name isn't Mr. Lewis, it's Inspector. What the hell was he doing here?
Can you figure out the killer?
Arrest you on suspicion of murder.
Before Lewis solves the case, Lewis, Wednesday on 7/2.
Crime is on the rise. Are your valuables safe?
Secure Storage is climate and pest controlled, and from only $2 per week, we'll keep your precious items safe. And we do pick up as well.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Government rebates for solar systems are reducing January 1. To help more Australians maximise their solar rebate, Sunboost, Australia's largest solar company, is open every day until December 31. Last chance for this year's best solar prices, and the clock is ticking.
Final 2023 opportunity to max out your Sunboost 6.6 kilowatt premium solar system with highest efficiency panels, max available rebate and value for a last chance $43.91. Secure your maximum rebate by December 31. Call 1300 Sunboost now.
At Woolworths, it's the little things like our award-winning hams that make Christmas special. And to help you spend less, Woolworths' delicious half leg ham is at a low price of $8 a kilo. That's today's fresh food, people.
Update your child's bedroom with fresh, fun designs from Harvey Norman. Treat them to a new bed, like the Petal, available in sizes single to double. The new Nero single bed with built-in bookcase storage, also available in white. Or the Jungle single over double bunk with a trundle for sleepovers. Upgrade their mattress with our Australian-made Affinity mattress range. Complete their new bedroom with our exclusive range of quilt cover sets from just $69. See the range and much more at Harvey Norman now.
40th birthday. Excellent choice. This guy. Last Father's Day, made your treehouse. And here, bang, bang, bang. Best Christmas ever. Now, let's talk this Christmas.
How do you spell reciprocating, sir?
Christmas, made by 1+U. Link 7-piece starter kit, $89.98, available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Ryobi. This weather report brought to you by Secure Storage Cairns.
Hello, Rosanna Natoli with tonight's weather. Tropical cyclone Jasper, currently a Category 2 system, is forecast to cross the coast as a Category 2 on Wednesday morning, most likely between Cooktown and Cairns. Destructive winds of up to 120 kilometres per hour will affect regions between Cooktown and Lucinda tonight. To the rainfall to 9 this morning, Bingle Bay received 29 millimetres, Marco Street 24, Narada 21. Temperatures today across far north Queensland, a range of 25 to 30 for Cairns, top of 27 in Mareeba, and Cooktown hit 33 degrees. To the satellite loop now, and the cyclone is producing a substantial amount of thick cloud over central and northeastern regions of Queensland through here. A low pressure system in the Bight is also producing heavy cloud over much of the nation's south. On today's chart, a low-pressure trough sits vertically through the centre of the state. It is nearing a cold front on the western border of New South Wales. And, of course, you can see Tropical Cyclone Jasper up here. The high in the Tasman Sea is pushing up ridges over the eastern coast. Now, on tomorrow's chart, Jasper is expected to make its way between Cooktown and Cairns tomorrow morning. That low-pressure system sitting down here in the Bight will continue to create the thick cloud and thunderstorms. So now to the latest from the Bureau. The boating forecast for Cairns waters. Winds are above 48 knots due to Tropical Cyclone Jasper, with seas and swell exceeding 6 metres. The cyclone is bringing in an abnormally large storm tide tomorrow morning around 9:30. The large waves may produce minor flooding along the foreshore. Low tide will be 6 hours later. The North Tropical Coast and tablelands, of course, we're watching the cyclone. A very high chance of rain, thunderstorms. Cairns 25 to 29 degrees. Atherton heading for 23. Innisfail 28 and Mareeba 26 degrees. Looking ahead for Cairns, due to Jasper, expect increasing destructive wind gusts for Wednesday. However, they are expected to decrease from Thursday onwards, along with easing showers. For Atherton, it's going to be similar to Cairns as the cyclone makes its way west for tomorrow. However, conditions should de-intensify after Thursday as well. And that is it for the weather tonight. Our thoughts are with you as our community awaits Tropical Cyclone Jasper's crossing of the coast. Do take care, and Livio will be back with a report tomorrow night. Bye for now.
Thanks, Rosanna. Well, that's all from us tonight. Thanks very much for your company.
And a reminder, anything you'd like to watch again, our 7plus app or our page, 7news.com.au. Catch you tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night.
Tonight, leave immediately. Evacuation orders in Cairns as Tropical Cyclone Jasper approaches.